Hey, Coach, thanks for joining me. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe button. So, I don't really hate Inside Zone. Actually, I don't think there's any kind of football that I hate. Especially when it's run well. When I watch the pro teams, college teams, even high level high school teams running Inside Zone with with success, I'm right there. Rewinding it, rewatching it, seeing what they're doing, and I'm into it. It looks great. They're getting movement. They're creating creases. It's a great offense. It's a great play, and it's simple. You're really not opening yourself up to when you run wide, you open up to penetration from the backside, and so it's kind of safe in a lot of ways. Um, but you know, it doesn't it's not for everybody, okay? In my mind, you have to be solid across the front. You have to, you can't have any weak spots. If you got a weak link, they're gonna run right through there. Especially on the backside. There's some inside zone plays that just never get off. They get backside penetration. The guy's trying to cut them off, and the guy just walks right through. He walks right through and just blows up the play. Happens all the time, and that kind of stuff, never happens to us. So you have to live with some negatives that I just don't like. Now, the positives for the inside zone is it marries up well with everything. It marries up well with multiple backfield actions. I would say the inside zone marries up with more backfield actions and formations than any other play in football. Okay, so that's a plus. Okay. You can run option behind it, if you got a running quarterback, especially if you got a running quarterback. It marries up with the play pass very well, with the pass protection. Everything marries up really well with a lot of stuff. It's just is really malleable, if that's a word. But in my mind, it's just not as effective, at the high school and youth levels. Now, I've seen high school teams run it well. I've seen them do it well. But in my mind, if you could run inside zone as a weapon, you could run anything. It's usually because you got great people up front and they're just pushing. The problem with inside zone, I don't think you can get a push. I like that part of it, but it doesn't open the creases horizontally. You need creases to run, for the most part. So I know in the NFL, they hold the backside guy with some action, maybe the quarterback, and then they get push on everybody else, and then there is a kind of like a little cutback crease. Okay, I do like that, um, if it's working for you. But to me, it's just not a weapon. I remember when USC they were running power and outside zone, and then they switched to inside zone. I really don't know why. Maybe they probably got a new offense line coach, and there was so many zero plays. It was just so frustrating, as a fan. And I've been excited about inside zone. We've tried it. We've put it in, and I've coached with guys that are really good with inside zone. And to me, it just doesn't get you just don't have the impact that you get with other plays. Gap scheme or even stretch, you just don't have. It's just not a weapon to me. It's just something that it's simple, it's easy. If you got good people and you have good quarterback, you got good skill guys, it's great to kind of it's a great little, like a glue play. It keeps everything together and you do a lot of stuff off of it. But if you're like us and you want the run to be a weapon, you want to go out there and you want to bludgeon your opponent, and you want to smash your opponent, and the run play is you're there to run the ball and to beat him with the run. To me, the inside zone is not that play. You could beat him with inside zone, you could beat him with anything else. If you're good enough to beat him with just getting up and just pushing them, you can beat them with anything else, any other solid play and stuff. Anyways, we're not out there trying to beat you with passing and formations and this and that. And we'll mix some of that stuff in. We want to beat you with the run game and work off of that. Run the ball, play defense, and work off of that. So, anyways, to me, inside zone's not a weapon. It really can't go out there and just dominate defenses in my experience. I coach with a really good coach on a great staff, and they love the zone. And they love the zone. But when they got in trouble, they weren't running zone. Okay, they weren't running zone to get themselves out of trouble. It's nice when everything's working. I coached with another guy. And they were really good at inside zone, really good, and they would get some plays. It was just inconsistent. It was just so inconsistent, and especially if you got weak links, like I said, I mean, you're back there trying to cut a guy off that you can't handle. he's gonna walk right through. He's gonna be in your backfield easily. So, it's just where we don't have those problems. And if we got guys that maybe shouldn't be out there, we can make those guys productive. We're gonna do things with those guys where they're not gonna be able to, they're not gonna mess up the play. I love all my guys. You just some guys, if you're 75 pounds lighter than somebody, you're 75 pounds lighter than somebody. And you could be tough, and otherwise you wouldn't be out there. And I got mad respect for them. But some kids are just going to be outmanned. If you're coaching where we're coaching, if you're at a public school, a normal public school, uh, or youth football, you're gonna have guys that you're gonna have to kind of get the most out of. And if you try to go inside zone and you got weak links, in my mind, you're gonna get smashed. There's gonna be a mismatch that they're gonna take advantage of you, and we don't have those problems. We don't run away from people. We don't have to hide people. We everybody's super productive in the way we in our scheme. So, anyways, if you want to see a little bit more of what we do, I got a free PDF for you. It draws up our base play versus all defenses, and it's been a weapon for us, and we keep it super simple but highly effective, and it's been great at the high school and youth football level. So check it out if you want, and if you have any questions, let me know, Coach. Thank you.